All right, guys, so I'm back with kind of a part two here. So this is more now towards the brother side of it. It's unlikely a brother would have fundamentally changed Damon and Stefan's deep-seat rivalry and their tendency to favor Elena's well-being through their own destructive lenses. Their relationship dynamics with Elena were core to the series, and a third brother would have likely been drawn into their conflicts and protective instincts, potentially exerting issues rather than resolving them. The brothers' core personalities and their shared experiences with Elena would still drive their actions, factors suggesting that they still prioritize Elena or their version of her well-being. Established character traits. Both Damon and Stefan were shown to be fiercely protective of Elena, often putting her first despite the risks of their own feelings. Their personalities were already defined by these actions. Love and protection. Their love for Elena was a driving force in the series, and they consistently demonstrated they would do anything to protect her, even if their methods were flawed. The rivalry and bond. Their rivalry with each other was a central part of their dynamic, and it was unlikely a third brother would have fundamentally altered the deep bond and conflict between them over Elena. Factors suggesting a brother might have changed things. A different perspective. A third sibling could have offered a different, more balanced perspective on Elena's safety and situation, potentially preventing some of the more extremist actions. Shifting focus. A new brother could have redirected some of the brothers' attention or emotions, possibly lessening their hyper-focus on Elena and their intertwined drama. Conclusion. While a third brother could have introduced a new complexities, the deep-rooted issues between Damon and Stefan, along with their established behaviors and their shared history with Elena, suggest their pattern of prioritizing Elena would likely have continued in some form. The show's narratives often centered on their inability to escape their destructive patterns, a challenge a third brother wouldn't easily solve. And that's the likely problem with the show, is that it was too much of a romance aspect, and it focused way too much on the love triangle and stuff. And once Elena was written off in season 6, the show got diminished so much, where it should have been more about the brotherhood and not so much about one romance, because then they didn't know what to do with Bonnie and Caroline's romance and stuff and other characters in the story. So ultimately, I think that it was too focused on the stuff with Elena, and I think that if they had more siblings, it would have changed the whole atmosphere and how the story would have been written. Let's say Elena's out of the story, but one of the Salvatores is dating Klaus or one of the other originals. Maybe the story changes like that, and then that's how the story gets better between season 7 and 8 into the original story. But those are my thoughts. This is part 3.